Good morning. I've got the embellisher out. I need to do a couple of pieces. I just realised you might wobble. I might have to put you up somewhere. Yeah, I've decided to join in with Annie Claxton's Viviana Moulinaris. I think it was her name. But she's got. I'll put a link to Annie, and then she's done a whole playlist that she's doing it work inspired by that. And I'm just going to do some little bits. I'm not going to do massive ones. So I thought I've been wanting to get the embellisher out for ages. So down here I have got a load of my baby wipes that I've used to clean off the gel plate and that. So I thought I'd start ripping these up and using these as a background. I don't know what sea creature I'm going to do yet, so I might just do a load of kind of sea based ones. I don't know. Anyway, yeah, so I'm going to see how much you wobble. I might have to put you on the other table. Trouble is you're on charge as well. Guess I can move that over a bit, maybe. It's not the best filming. I've had to move away from the window. It is so hot here today. It is ridiculous. Why aren't you moving? Right, let me see if I can get you on the other desk. Move the Sizzix machine. Hold tight. Oh, that's a better view actually. There we are. Right. Okay, so yeah, so I've cut Louine gave me this random cotton stuff. I think it's cotton, not 100% certain, but the back is a bit plainer than the front. It's got this print on it. I don't even know what it means. So I'm going to use that as a base. Oh, pardon me. And then I've got some wool. It's not bats. It's slightly condensed wool. I don't know if you can make it out. Yeah, in a dark grey. And as I say, I've got all my baby wipes here. I have got a whole box down there of you know, the roving and stuff like that if I need it. Let's just get on. So yeah, I've not used my embellisher for a while, so I might be a little bit rusty. So if you're not sure what it is, basically there's a load of needles inside here, and it's like needle felting, but you can obviously do it on the machine. So I'm going to stop yabbering and we'll get on. So what I think I might do is start off with maybe just a piece like this one, which is slightly blue. I'm a little bit worried about where there's thicker acrylic paint, but we'll see. Hopefully the needles will cope with it. So that will actually cover the whole thing. If I bring it down here, can you see? No. Let me angle you down a bit. Right, so if I start there, I think I need the fabric behind to give it a good solid base to start working into. And then maybe, now these baby wipes tear one way really well but not the other, and I think it's that way, yeah. So we'll start putting some of these bits on seaweed. I hope you can hear me. Sorry, I haven't got a mic. I might have to invest in one of those, but at the moment I've got a big mouth, so it usually is all right. So anyway, I hope you're having a good day. I apologise I've not filmed very much. I was away at the weekend, and that's when I usually do all of my video, well, a lot of my videoing anyway, because it was my nephew's 30th birthday, so me and my youngest daughter drove all the way out to the Midlands. Traffic was absolute joke, but you know, we managed. So, and he was very happy that we'd made the effort, so yeah, bless him. He was very excited to see his auntie and his cousin, probably more his cousin than his auntie, but you know, you like to live in illusions. So yeah, so that was the weekend. And then yesterday was car MOT day, so that passed. So that's great. So all the money that I put aside for that can now go back into the old savings pot, which is always good. Right, let's see what this looks like first of all. Let's see if I can get up close for you. Let's see what this felt like. How many needles do you think we're going to break today? Rhonda, be on standby. I'm going to move you a bit closer because you can't actually see the needle felting. I don't think you're going to wobble. I'll see. I'll keep an eye on it. Right, well that went down really well. I'll just hold that up for you. Yeah, and I let it do its thing so it actually looks a bit more realistic. So, right, I'm going to carry on. Just sort of test, yeah, it does actually felt to that fabric. So I'm just going to kind of go around the perimeter here and just get this whole baby wipe. This is why I don't throw them away. Okay, I keep thinking it's a sewing machine. Honestly, the amount of times I go to put the lever down and you don't do any of that. And by the way, in case you're worried, I can't get my fingers under there. It's got a rounded bulbous bit on the bottom here. I can't get anywhere near the needles, so I am safe. Okay, so right, what else do we need to add? So we've done baby wipes. Let's put a bit of this grey stuff down the bottom here as like a seabed, I think. I don't even know where this came from. I just have it in my stash like you do, you know. Cool. So we've got some rocks going on. That's cool. I need some colours. So I want to do some coral now. So it's very hairy, that wall. Yeah, these baby wipes, I say, they only want to tear in one direction, really. So you do have to be quite brutal with them, sadly. think that might do, because the rest of it will be with stitch and fishes and what have you. So I'll embroider on there to make that look a bit more like coral. Might make that a little bit more solid there. So I do want it to look like rocks ideally, or that kind of thing. Okay, that's a bit better. A little bit darker there. Cool. Yeah, I think I'll make that do for that, because so I want to I'm just going to felt these bits here because they're a bit loose, so right. Okay, and what it does, I don't know if you can see, it pushes it through to the back of the fabric. It's done it all up here as well, but baby wipes are brilliant. They really do felt really well, so you know, as you can see. So right, that'll do for the undersea one. So the other ones I want to make, let me just move you back a bit. Woo. The other ones I want to do are more landscapey. Again, I don't want to do massive ones. Let me tilt you down a bit. So I'm just going to layer up. I'm gonna, sorry, I've got a nice breeze coming through. I'm not going to move that out of the way a bit. Are you in shot? Yeah, there you go. Right. So I want more. I don't know. I'm looking through my baby wipes here. I do avoid the bit where I know I've got thick acrylic paint, which is like there, it's really thick there. I'll stitch that down by hand, because I keep breaking these blooming needles. I've got quite a few, but there's the lovely Rhonda out in the States, and can't remember where you are. Is it California? Yeah, she sent me over 2 packets. I just couldn't get them here, so bless you for that, my darling. Bless you indeed. So I've made that bit there. So I think I want to go that way, as in, well, it's going to be upside down to you guys. Oh, I don't know. Oh, I don't know. I've had a very long weekend. I'm very tired. I didn't sleep very well. It was a very late night. We set off at 4 o'clock in the morning on Saturday. Oh. And good job we did, because we missed all the traffic, all the idiots on the road. Because on the way back it was accident after accident. I don't know what it is when people get on the M5, which is a motorway in case you're not in this country. They just, I swear they turn into idiots. Whether it is they're just not concentrating on the road. I don't know what happens to people sometimes when they're driving. Let me just move you back a tad more. You might be able to see a bit. Can't get you. No. Right, okay, I'm just going with greens, bit of lavender for the mid-ground. What other exciting colours have we got here? I could do with a brown, really. Ooh, there's a bit of brown there. Yeah, so, and we travelled back Sunday, because Caroline had to get back for Hades, because he was being a pain. He wouldn't go for a walk without her. So, well, he's suddenly become afraid of motorbikes and cars, with no idea why. He's been so chilled up until now, so crazy dog. Yeah, so anyway, it was a busy old weekend. But as I say, it was worth it. He was chuffed to bits to see us, so. And he's such a dear lad, he really is. He's done well for himself. I think we all did worry about him at one point, like you do when they're teenagers, but he's now the dad to twins and he's very happy, so we're all very, very pleased for him. So yeah, consequently I've not put any videos out since Saturday. I think I pre-filmed one and put that out on the Saturday, so I'm sorry I've left you all home alone. Nice yellow one here. Let me grab some of that. Ooh. Everything's dropping on the floor. Trying to make kind of a dog grooming going on next door, sorry. Sort of like a sunset-y type thing. A sunset-y, really? A sunset? No, a sunset-ish type thing. Not a sunset-y. Right, let's do that and let's see what that looks like. It'll probably be quite pants actually, but we'll see. Might be alright. So there we are. Okay, this will hopefully all merge together. I might see if I can pull a bit out. It's quite dark there. That's the trouble. They don't. So some ways they want to go, and others they really, really don't. Make it look like wispy clouds, hopefully. Okay, wind. You're lovely, but stop. Right, hold tight. I'm just going to whiz all over it first of all, right? Nice breeze, but it's not helping. Let me get you closer, hold tight. I'm being careful the way I'm embellishing it, because as you can see it actually does leave quite the mark, so I'm just sort of being cautious. Here's it's more obvious here in this piece, so just trying to be a little bit cautious about the way I stitch it on, but I'm quite happy with that actually, strangely. Let's just get this purple bit down. It doesn't particularly like that thick piece there, so I'm just going to be careful. Right, okay. I'm just looking at that, I think it's okay. Let me push it back a bit, otherwise it's going to make the camera go blurry. Yeah, so I might come in with some blue ink there, just change that slightly, but yeah, it's quite nice. Hills and what have you. And again, you see what you do is you sort of embroider along these lines here, you know, with like trees or flowers or whatever you want to do really. So yeah, okay. And obviously once it's, you know, trimmed up, they look a lot better anyway. So I'm going to carry on. I've got one more cut ready to go, so I'll get that one done and I'll come back to you and we'll have a look at them up closer. I thought I'd bring you back for this bit. I've just sort of done that, and I'm just about to lay on some what do they call them? Are they, anyway, it's the floof, yeah. Is it tops? I can't remember what they call. Yeah, wool tops. So I've got a white one, and this one is called Unicorn. It's from World of Wool. I think all of my wools are from there. I've opened the box, which is over there. So yeah, I'm just trying to blend this sky a bit because I've got a bit of a ridge going on there, so I just want to blend this in a little bit more. Yeah, so I thought I'd bring you back for that bit, but I think I'm going to speed you up for a lot of it. So right, that's a bit better. Blends a bit more. So yeah, I've got this bit to get on now as well. Right, okay, I think I want to do a bit more greenery around there, so let me just go in my box. Got this nice light green. I've had all this stuff in my stash for ages because I get all prepped and then I never do anything with it. Find the end. Okay, where are you? There you are. I put it there. Can you see? Let me have a look. Kind of here. This is way too much wool, but we'll get a bit of a forest going on in there. Try and change the direction of the wool tops. One thing I've learned is to let it stop, because I think that's how I kept breaking needles a lot. So not sure I want to do this, but we'll give it a go. I found if I use my pinking shears, I don't get the straight line, which you don't really want when you're felting. Gives it a bit more of a ragged edge. If you don't like what you've done, the beauty is with this you can pull it out. So yeah, not sure about that. I think it's going to need a lot of stitchy stuff on it, but yeah, I'm going to keep working on it. I'll come back and show you the finished article. Right, oh, I can't see you. Right, stay. Right, okay. I've trimmed this one up because I just thought you might want to see what they look like once they're trimmed. I need to do a lot more work on this setting sun, but I'm thinking a bit of stitchery will be all right in there. But yeah, the sorry, the light's blowing it out. I can't. Anyway, it does look all right up close. So yeah, so I've got these three now. So I'm going to trim these. I generally wait until I'm finished, I'll be honest with you, and then I trim them up, because you never quite know what you want to leave on and what you don't. So that's going to be my under the water one, and this will be turned into a landscapey one. I might actually get two smaller ones out of this. I'll have a look at it. I don't want them to be massive. Got so much floof everywhere. Yeah, I'm looking at that now, and it does need quite a lot of work. I'm going to work on this bit a bit more. I don't know whether to put a circle of felt there actually, but maybe it needs like a definite sun in the middle there, you know, like a definite circle, and then just have that as a halo type thing. But yeah, the grass turned out all right. So I went across that way and then upwards as well. I pulled out all these different, this is a nice one, this is the orange in the sky. It's called Myth, but it's got neps in there, and neps are the little dark bits that you can see. So that was cool. And then for the sky I used Unicorn, which is again really nice. And then they had a big sale on just after Christmas actually, and this was one of the advent calendar ones, but yeah, so I used that on the bottom bit. Again, it's got neps in it. I don't know if you can see the little white bits. Yeah. Yeah, and then I also use, so that one's called Buddy, and then this one's just Merry Christmas, and that's what I used for the grass going upwards, if that makes any sense. I think that's everything. Any questions, let me know. The machine I've got here is a Pfaff Hobby 350p. I got it off of Facebook Marketplace. It was a bit of a bargain. The lady very kindly sent it from up country. I paid all the postage and obviously paid her for it, but it was like a third of the cost of buying it new. So anyway, I'm gonna make that do for now. I'll design some fish, I think. for my undersea one. I was thinking of doing a jellyfish. I might do a jellyfish actually, or maybe some little baby jellyfish. I'm not sure, because I've got some sort of really shiny. I don't know if you know, you can't see my trolley. Let me get you off the holder and I'll show you the trolley. I'll keep everything on. Right, this is a Hobbycraft trolley, and I've decanted everything into these sort of basket things. I think they're the Wham boxes. Yeah, they're very open, but yeah, it's just kind of stuffed in there really. That's fine. And then I keep like loose bits in the top, and then it's got that white lid goes on there, and the embellisher sits on there. And then that is my box of wools and things. That's the sort of like the fluffy felt, if you like, and then that felt there is more the sheets of felt, and that's kind of how I do it. And here's my little setup. I will do a room tour at some point. It's very messy at the minute. I might do it today. You'll understand. It's a working craft room. So, right, I'm going to put this all together, do a bit of editing, speed some up, and yeah, we'll come back and do some stitching. See you in a bit. Well, no, I won't. I'll see you on the next video. Sorry. Bye.